Before we start, just a warning, I am getting over a on and off again over 2-month-old cold. So if I cough, breathe, sneeze, just ignore it. Anyway, on to the quest. We have Underground Pass today. You're going to want to speak to King Lathis in Artie Castle to start it. You're going to need Biohazard done and level 25 range. This is going to take quite some time. You're going to have to fight 3 paladins, level 81, and 3 demons, level 78, and blast off a disciple of Iban, which is level 44. It's recommended, if you do not have decent agility, to have 34 magic for Telegrab, and that your attack styles are range or mage, as it is easier to kill the demons as they are safe spottable. They will not well, it's not so much that they are safe spottable as if your agility level sucks for the last demon, you don't have to jump over that agility thing. You can just telegrab the necklace. I have a decent agility though, so I'm probably just going to jump over. It's also recommended you have at least 50 thieving, because then there's a shortcut that you can take that kind of skips some stuff. Decent agility, prayer, and all that wonderful stuff. Okay, now let's talk items other than combat gear and food. You do get some food along the way, and if you bring some coins with you, you can buy food from the dwarves. You're going to need at least 2 ropes. It depends on how good your luck is. You shouldn't need any more than anywhere from 2 to 5. You're going to need a bow that requires ammunition. Crossbows do not work, and they cannot be any special. If you are not an Iron Man, you can buy fire arrows off the GE just fine. I'm not going to be doing that though, because I want to show you guys how to do it in case there are Iron Men that are watching this. It's recommended that if you are not a good agility level, to bring agility potions or summer pies, some form of emergency teleport just in case, plank to avoid some of the damage, but that can be gotten on the quest. Just a regular plank will be fine. And if you want to have a giggle, you can get a Catspeak amulet when you talk to the witch's cat. So other than that, this is where you start it. You go up into the castle, up this ladder and upstairs. Oh, but of course, we can't have a map of that because that would just be too easy. I believe Wiki has a map, and it's actually pretty nicely detailed. So we're going to want to speak to King Lathis. Accept. Okay, now we're going to go out, and those gates right there we're going to want to go to. Go all the way west. Speak to Koftik. I'll take my chances. Doesn't really matter what you choose. You can just click on the thing right away without choosing anything. So whatever you do, do not take that swamp way. Take either the northern or the southern entrance or passageway. When we get here, speak to Koftik for a cloth. Keep wrapping your arrows and lighting them. Until you've done all the arrows you have. Just right click to light them. Wield them and fire the guide rope. We're gonna have to go manually go all the way over here. Poof. Okay. Just another here, we have a plank. Yoink. Now let's see, now if it'll let, there we go. Now it lets me have a proper map. So pretty much, well, we just follow the path and that part's gonna be, actually I wonder if surge works. I heard surge worked. Maybe that'll be quicker. We're gonna get to a space that cannot be jumped. You're going to want to use your rope on the old spike. Now there's a little spike here on your side. Use the rope on it. And do. Now you go over. Now let's run away. Run. Now with this one, everyone's path is different. You just got to figure out which one is yours. I'd suggest writing a 5x5 grid down, as you will need it later for regicide. Make sure not to stand on anything too long, as you're kind of screwed. If you do, you'll fall through. I'm going to show you, because there's a lot of people that say surge works, so I'm going to show you what happens if surge. See? You're in an area which prevents you from performing that ability, so can't really use it. But that's okay, because we have that thing called patience. And there we go. That wasn't too painful. Now when we come up to the next one, there's going to be little odd markings. You're going to want to search and disarm, or you're going to get hurt. Like that. Of course, now that they've been hurt a little bit. Oh, damn. Still can't. So see, that's what happens if you don't disarm it. And no, you can't search through them. So ignore the well. And let's go down each of these paths. And each will have an orb. Now for the orb, the first orb, we want to right click and search the flat rock. And then we can get that orb. Now we go to the next one. Now, this one has little traps. If you step on them, you will get hurt. So use your plank on the stalagmite. Collect the orb. And let's go down the next tunnel. Next tunnel doesn't have any tricks. It just has enemies that could attack you if you're not high enough combat. Okay, and go down that last corridor to the north. And that's what happens when you don't use a plank on the things. Now we have to go back this way, making sure to disarm the traps. And there's a furnace that we passed by the zombies. And we're going to want to throw all these orbs into that furnace. And if you need help finding the holes, just rotate your map a little. Okay, now you can climb down the well. Okay. Now let's go along this way. And right here, we're going to want to dig that hole. The dirt, mud, whatever. And there'll be a ledge to do. Now there's a couple things you can do. You can either cross all those areas. What you want to do is cross this way until you get to the other side. If you fall down, there's a few pathways you can go up and get around to get back on it. Now, if for any reason during the ropes or you accidentally click on the bubbles and you fall down, this is a place it's going to take you at. It's a little maze. You just have to find the right rocks to crawl over. until you get to the other side, and then it'll take you pretty much, well, all the way at the beginning. So don't do it. So with 50 thieving, we can go over here and we can pick lock this cage. Now whatever you do, do not cross the bubbles. Just click your mini map to go across, and you will automatically go around them. Because if you don't, you're going to fall down and you're going to end all the way back at the beginning. Continue on, squeeze through the pipe. Search the cage. Go up to the boulder. Use a piece of railing on the boulder. And damage horn, perfectly fine by me. Pass through the tunnel. Okay. Go on and on and on, because most of this is just running. And on and on. Now past these zombies, you're going to find your paladins. You can talk to one of them and he'll give you some food. Okay, maybe it's Jero. Okay, Jero gives him some stuff. Unfortunately, sorry guys, gonna have to kill you. Take their seal. And now this guy. Okay. Now with all of those badges, we can continue on. Watch out for this little trip thing you need to get the spikes plank for, yada yada yada. Okay, now toss each of the badges down here, followed by the unicorn horn. And that person has something wrong with them if they think this place is pretty. Okay. Go all the way south and then a little west and we'll see stairs. You go down them and a little west of that we'll have dwarves. We need to talk to a few of them. Damn it. Yeah, Kafka is a little nuts. So we're gonna find Nilif, and speak with him. Thanks. Now we're going to want to go east and a little north, and we're going to be hopping across some stuff. And if you fall, you're just going to end up downstairs where the dwarves are. So you can either buy more food from them, or just go south and get upstairs again. So now we're going to play Little Peeping Toms. Search the window. She's looking for her cat. So we're going to cross this one up here. And Miss Kitty likes to wander around. So there we go. We need to snag the cat. Go back and use Kitty on the door. She's got an amazingly nice house for living down here. Kind of jealous. Okay, as soon as you get the notice that the witch takes the cat inside, you can go ransack her chest. Okay, sweet. So there's the first one. Now, just over here, you're going to see demons. We're going to want to kill them. All 3 of them. And each of them will drop us something. So it looks like these guys are still safe spottable, which is good for lower level players. Now this is the one where you can telegrab. If you do not have good enough range level, just stand on this side of the bridge. Kill him and telegrab what he drops. Once you've gotten all of that, by this second demon, you see that there's this chest up this way. You're going to want to go up there. Use all of the amulets on the... or just open the chest. It'll automatically take the amulets. Okay, use Iban's shadow on the doll of Iban. Now we're going to want to go back downstairs and speak to the dwarves again. Particularly Clink. Okay, sweet. So we're going to want to wear Clink's gauntlets for a bit. Now, in this house here, we see this red dot. That's a bucket. We're going to want to take it. Then go to the smaller house. And use it on the barrel. Now we're going to want to go to the east. Use this on a tomb. Light the tube. Get some ashes. Hooray! Now that we have some ashes, rub those into the doll. Now we're going to want to go north, and there's going to be a spooter. We're going to want to kill the spooter. Smack it with a really big newspaper. When you finish killing the spiders, get out of there, because the spiders could decide they want to gang up on you because you kill their mother spooter. Okay, really big spooter, Calreg. Pew pew. The venom will automatically smear on the doll. And you can get out of here. So from the spooters, go northwest. You're going to want to go up some stairs. And now we're at some half soulless. Wonderful. So 1, 2, 3, this third one right here, we cross the bridge. Not this cage. Not this cage. But this cage right here. Smear the dove on the doll. And now let's continue on. Use these to go north, or south, sorry. Use these to go south. Well, east and a little south. Because we're going to need to kill us some Iban follower. Jump across. So we don't need any planks or ropes at this point. So you can get rid of that stuff. You don't really need the history of Iban. And we need to unequip everything else. Okay, for this next part, you're going to be ditching the doll, which will give you access to picking up the staff. However, if you also want to, he will drop 15 death runes and 30 fire runes that'll go immediately under your inventory. So if you want those, make sure to have extra space free in your inventory. If not, all's good that ends well, right? Now, if you stand here and watch for a little bit, you can see that there's a certain pattern to those little flame fire things that come out. If you run it just the right time, you can actually avoid pretty much well all of those and make it straight to the well, taking virtually no damage. Use the doll on the well and you're immediately taken out. There we go. Okay, let's go west. Speak to Koftik and he'll lead us out. Okay, now that we're out, we're going to want to return to King Lothus. Congratulations, you've completed the Underground Pass quest. You're awarded 5 quest points, 3,000 agility and attack experience, Iban staff, and 2 treasure hunter keys if you are not an Iron Man. Now, very important with this staff, if you don't want it and you want to either alch it, sell it to the store, GE, or disassemble it or whatever, make sure you go and you kill one of the disciples of Iban with it, because that's part of one of the Tyrannin task sets. And if perchance you don't do this and you get rid of it, you have to go back, kill a disciple of Iban, go all the way back to the Dark Mage and pay to repair it for 200k. The Dark Mage is wandering around this house right here in West Ardy. And as you are getting it non-broken, let's kind of leave it that way until we get that task done. How about that? So other than that, it doesn't have any actual attack spell anymore. They got rid of it. It does have a special attack. It fires a flaming skull at something. Woo. And that's pretty much well it. That's all the excitement for that. Other than that, enjoy your rewards, and I will see you guys for the next quest. So, okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Be greatly appreciated if you guys can check me out on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or Patreon, especially Twitch, because I've been streaming a bit on that. So, as for that, enjoy your rewards, and I will see you guys for the next one. So, ciao for now.